Revelio.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that.
So knowledgeable. I hope those assignments were...
I've completed all of my tasks.
Very well done. Now, based upon the knowledge...
There will be hardship.
A measured perception. But this talk, and if that... Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Levioso! Compulsion! Levioso! Descendo!
Excellent! I think you have it.
Handy resource indeed. Your
Revelio. This place has seen better days. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. Accio. Accio.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
I should investigate. Revelio. It's not done.
Hello?
One there.
Railroad will unite us!
I won't rest until you're Expelliarmus.
You don't think you can defeat me, do you?
Protego.
I'm gonna finish your death!
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Stupefy.
No, no, no!
Expelliarmus. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Revelio.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Totalis.
Your poaching days are over.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again. First, please allow me to apologize. Although I hear your visit.
I suppose you could call it eventful.
Oh, of course not. In fact, do you see that curious statue? Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrel responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help. The statues.
Why me?
couple of reasons, Frank. Second, as you, however, I'm at my wit's end. In fact, perhaps you could start...
I'd be glad to help you.
Oh, I knew I could count. First, you know how to cast a dissolute. Next, you'll notice that...
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me. And I took advantage of it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom.
Hello, Hamura. Aloha Mora. Aloha Mora.
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted castle after all.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
And his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of goblin rebellion. My marching class is superb. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm Revelio. That's it. 50 house points. You can't do that.
On account of my venomous tentacular. Not at the moment, no.
Revelio.
Best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I had planned to get a few galleons on Hufflepuff. I know my dear Louisa, and Ravenclaw would not have been anyway. What was what?
Going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
Oh, how's that?
Revelio.
Students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff?
I know. And Ravenclaw would not have been that.
I'm half of the Hufflepuff myself.
What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
Revelio.
plan to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway. What was what? Encompasses...
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is one.
I suppose you should.
If you... How dare you risk disturbing my patients?
Revelio.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. Of course, but that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade. I am determined with your...
It's definitely
you, my friend. Now, remember, the moons are only...
Understood.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Revelio. Revelio.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class.
Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student?
Hello, Professor.
I did. How did you find your first beast?
It was wonderful.
Good. You seemed... Some provide us with which does not include torturing them for whisker.
Yes, Professor.
Then stumbling over dead beasts.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by...
An optimistic idea. Professor Weasley has asked that be on the lookout for... Meanwhile, I also...
Hey, over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something. You were an augury at New...
I certainly...
It's something my gran and I say. At least, that's what we decide.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of...
You've intrigued me.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just... In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might...
Are you the reason students...
Perhaps. Did you know... I've seen it firsthand with...
How exactly did you...
It's a longer story, but I rescued... You may have noticed that poachers are something...
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well.
I don't often agree with The poacher's influence is they're up to something.
That does seem strange.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look in.
I think that's a
And the more I know...
You seem under...
Oh, very well. I should be going, but...
Revelio. Revelio. What do you have in store for me this time? What's that? Settle. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Incendio. Glacius. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Repulsor. Descendo.
Revelio. Levioso. Descendo. Stupefy. Confringo.
There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh.